Alrighty, guys. So we had a green day for SoFi stock today, up 5.5% as all the indexes went up as well. We had the S&P up barely, but I guess it did go up 0.04%. I think we hit 5,000 points, by the way, which is a fresh all-time high at a milestone for the S&P 500 as the Dow went up 0.1%. Same with the NASDAQ, and we had the Russell up, get this, 1.5%, leading the green here today, guys. So we're going to break down SoFi in this video, the indexes, and some other stocks later in the video. So make sure you guys stick on throughout, hit that like button. Of course, make sure to subscribe if you want that is. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok at StasSurFest and on X at StasTalkStocks. Those are linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. SoFi, again, went up 5.5% on the day. It closed at $8.08, and we actually hit a high of $8.14 at about 3:20 p.m. on the East Coast, and we went up 42 cents on the day. And you guys can see right here, we pretty much uptrended all day, guys. We opened up at around 765, 770, which was roughly the high from yesterday. If I zoom in, you guys can see we kind of peaked at about 770, 775. So we opened up there and we pretty much just ran right through that level at about 9:50, 10 a.m. on the East Coast, and it was up and away pretty much from that point on. So we hit a fresh high on the 5-day, 5-minute. You guys can see here with today's move, which is great. We broke out of the highs from yesterday, right? Wednesday, Tuesday, right? Monday as well. And, of course, we took the highs out from Friday and Thursday of last week. So SoFi is starting to make a pretty decent move. But don't get too excited yet. I'm not getting too excited yet either, because you all know how much $8.50 to $9, how big of a resistance that spot has been for SoFi. If you guys take a look on this 10-day chart, yes, we are above the moving averages. We're starting to take out some key levels, but notice in the end of last month, on the 31st of January, we hit 835. Boom, we got rejected, right? So that's one spot. Here on the 20-day chart, you can see back in the middle of January, we double topped at 830. Boom, got rejected. That makes it an even bigger spot of resistance. And you guys can see as we pull the layers back layer by layer, how mid-8s has been a tough spot for the stock. I mean, if I draw out this line right here, a basic trend line, you'll see, oh, wait a second, we got hit at 860 back in the middle of October, middle to beginning of November, right? Beginning of December, we got hit at 850. So this spot needs to break, and I'm not going to be excited for SoFi in terms of more upside until we really take that point out, until we retake 850, 875, and preferably start breaking $9. If we do that and we start taking out the highs from post earnings where we hit 950, if we start doing that, all right, maybe a breakout towards that 1170 high, $12. Maybe that's where we're going to be going, right? But until then, we're still very at risk here for more downside potentially, right? If we do, get rejected at 850 or 835, as this could arguably be another lower high in the making. I'm not saying for sure that's the case, guys, right? But I'm saying that is a risk. And when we're trading, when we're investing, looking at charts, we got to be aware of the risks or we're lying to ourselves, right? We got to be aware of what's going on here so you can see how big of a spot this is for SoFi. So let me set my alert. I'll put one at 850 for now. Mark is at or above 850. Let me do that right now. And I'll do another one at $9. Let's do that. Mark is at or above $9. Boom. There we go. So we'll see, guys. And of course, we'll break it down here on this video. But at this point, it's like, what the heck direction is SoFi going to pick, right? I mean, we have higher lows being made, as you all can see here. But again, at the same time, arguably lower highs being made as well. So do we break $859 or do we start falling back under 757, right? What direction are we going to pick? And in the meantime, I'm just holding on. I'm holding on to my SoFi. You guys know I've been buying over the past couple of months. No need to get into that, but it is, full disclosure, a small position for me, right? It's not like I'm going all in or doing anything irresponsible here. It's a very tiny position, guys, and I'm just holding on to it, and we'll see how it does end up playing out. So SoFi is up 5.5% on the day today, which markets closed 30 minutes ago. It's I think it's actually down a little bit here in the aftermarket, but either way, very good day for SoFi. Let's see if it builds on these gains tomorrow. Obviously, that'd be great for the bulls. So let me look at these indexes very quickly. Actually, wait, before we do that, guys, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. If you have not done so already, just check out that link down below or go to StatSurfS.com/Moomoo. Open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit. You get 5 stocks. And if you want some more stocks, why not? Fund your account with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000, guys. So use that Moomoo link down below, or just simply go to StatSurfS.com/Moomoo, and there's a bunch of other perks by using that link down below. And of course, guys, full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. If you do use that, it does help out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's continue on here and look at these indexes. Really, I just want to look at the Russell, which went up 1.5% on the day, and now it's kind of gotten itself in a wedge, kind of like SoFi. It's obviously not the same, but we can see here we're making these higher lows, right? You guys notice we kind of bottomed out at 1900 in the middle of January. Then we held the higher low at about 1925 a couple of days ago. But at the same time, we are making these lower highs. We hit 2070, we hit 2010. Now we're at about 1980 roughly, right? So let's see what direction we pick. If we start breaking out like this, guys, we start taking out 2,000 points again, 2015, this could be getting ready for an explosion. Potentially. It's not guaranteed. We don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to set my alert at 2020. We'll put it there for the, or on the Russell right now. We'll see how that plays out. And if it does start getting out of there, guys, I'm going to be watching some of these small cap ETFs. Mainly something like IJR. There are some other ones that are leveraged out there. Trade at your own risk, guys. Please trade at your own risk. But for me, something like IJR could be one worth watching, especially if you want to trade that breakout. You guys can see it's kind of setting up here. So we'll see if it confirms maybe at some point tomorrow, but probably at some point next week. If it even happens, time will tell. But yeah, great day for the Russell. IJR is on the watch list for me at least. Do your own research. For you guys, as always, please do your own research. And some other stocks today that did very well. We had Disney, of course, which we covered in my last video. They reported earnings. Their stock went ballistic, 11.5%. This is a great stock in my personal opinion. I've held it for a couple years, and really I've been buying. I've been kind of doubling down on Disney, where I was a couple of months ago when it was in the 80s and 90s. And, slowly it's starting to play out, slowly, very slowly. There's still a lot of recovery left for Disney. They've not completed the mission. They still have a lot of work to do to get back to what they used to be, and hopefully even better. But it looks like they're on they're on that journey, which I want to be a part of, and which is why I've said here on the channel, guys, I'm long Disney. I've said it for a while, and I've been buying it. And I'm holding on. I think 3, 5, 10 years from now, this company will be a lot bigger. And I'm liking it, man. It's still very beaten down. I was considering buying even more after these earnings, but I'm going to give it a couple of days, because, look, it's still very beaten down. All-time highs were hit in March of 2021, so 3 years ago, man. And we're still down $90 from all-time highs. I could see this being over $200 one day. Personally, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but personally, long term for me, that is what I believe, and I own this. Full disclosure, I've owned it for years, and I've been buying it recently. So Disney, 11.5%. Coinbase looks like it's snapping back. Looks like we're starting to get some more green here. 8.5% day for Coinbase. Looks like it broke above the 50 SMA, right under now the highs from last week. It looks like right at about 135, 140.45. So Coinbase's earnings are looks like next week. So about a week from today. It looks like exactly a week from today. So next Thursday, if Coinbase reports good numbers, man, we break 145. This could be off to the races as well. Who knows? Of course, it's tied to Bitcoin heavily as well. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok at StockSurfS. That's linked down below. Make sure you guys go do that. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all later.